Now back to our other top story. The Asheville police officer who shot and killed a former high school football star will not face charges.
The findings of a 10-month-long investigation were released this morning by the district attorney. News 13's Frank Verboni broke the story this morning.
Frank, the shooting death of AJ Marion led to a lot of questions.
It did, and agents with the FBI dug into those questions. They're outlined in hundreds of pages in a report reviewed by the district attorney, who found no wrongdoing. The confidential report, stacks of pages that paint a disastrous outcome.
Nobody's a winner in this, you know. It's sad for all angles, and I'm sure a million times the officers wished it wasn't him there at that moment.
Former AC Reynolds football star AJ Marion died September 29th after he was chased by police. Officers were called to a break-in in the Camelot neighborhood where Marion was seen running with a gun.
He did not have it at the time he was shot, but he had had it earlier, and the officers thought when they saw him there toward the end, he had his hands, it appeared, in the waistband of his pants, and that he was holding onto the gun.
Marion died from a single gunshot. The officer placed on leave while Marion's mother came to grips with the tragedy.
That's not the AJ that I knew. So I'm not sure what's happened because I don't have a lot of details, and I'm not going to speculate.
The 1,200-page report.
I have read it several times, looked at the law, walked the scene with the officer.
Gave District Attorney Ron Moore much to consider.
The lab verified that the casing that was found was fired in the gun that we believe that Mr. Marion had.
Including Marion's gun, which went off somehow during the chase.
Here you have a reasonable belief that an individual has a gun, he's brandished it toward officers. In fact, one officer thought he was about to be shot, and Mr. Marion tripped in a driveway and then got up and ran.
His decision.
It does not appear that anybody did anything wrong from a law enforcement perspective.
Not one he takes lightly.
Obviously, it's very sad. It's a tragic loss of life, unnecessary. You know, I wish Mr. Marion had been somewhere else that morning.
Moore says Officer Brian Anderson had every reason to believe his own or someone else's life could be in danger. Under the law, that standard protects his use of deadly force, and therefore no charges will be filed.